How did Horizon save the world, but at the cost of her son? Okay, picture this. Your friends ditch you at a black hole with only your spaceship and no way to escape. Stuck at the horizon of a black hole for 8 months, determined to find a way out. Meanwhile, out on Earth, everyone's chilling. You finally figure a way out by creating a wormhole taking you back to your home planet. But everything's different. Your mom, dad, dead. And you didn't even attend their funeral. Wow, that's messed up, man. Your wife, dead. You didn't even have a girlfriend. Doesn't matter. She's dead. Nah, but why did all this happen? You were only gone for 8 months. Nah, fam. You were gone for 87 years. Well, that's what happened to Horizon from Apex Legends. How, you may ask? Well, I'm about to explain. So listen up. To figure out why the time distorts, we have to find out what Einstein's special relativity law is. Basically, it means light always moves at the same speed, regardless of perception or location, which means the speed of light in a gravitational field is the same speed as in empty space. So a gravitational field just bends the speed of light, aka time and distance. For example, take Horizon. She is stuck in the horizon of a black hole for 8 months. Although she's stationary, time doesn't stop. With that being said, Horizon makes a wormhole to her planet, but only Horizon can go through the wormhole, not the speed of light, aka distance and time. Because wormholes have mass, light can't pass through it. It must go around. Thus, when Horizon gets to the other side of the wormhole, the speed of light had to be right there with her as she arrived. Even though it felt like she got to her planet instantly, the speed of light had to go around the black hole, making the 87 years. Although they took different paths, they always stayed at the same speed, which made the time difference, which is why everyone's dead. The reason the speed of light can't go through a wormhole is the same reason why if you turn on the light in your room, the light stays in your room because it can't pass through the mass of your walls. And since there's no gravitational field in your room, the light can't go around it. You wanna know why Horizon's son died? It's cause he didn't like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that's right. If you don't like and subscribe right now, you're more likely to die young. So just be safe and subscribe. But how did this happen to Horizon? Horizon's real name is Mary Summers, and around 100 years before the Apex games, the Outlands were having an energy crisis. Horizon and her assistant, Dr.Reid, who turns out to be Ash later, were hired to solve the problem. After some research, she had a theory that Branthium would be the perfect energy source. But the closest Branthium could only be found near a black hole. But there was a problem. Horizon had a kid, and her only motivation to go on this dangerous mission was for her kid to have a better life, not growing up in a world where energy is scarce. So she promised her son she would return safely, then left, and headed to the black hole. As Horizon got the Branthium from the black hole, she sent it to Dr. Reid. Dr. Reid, filled with greed and jealousy, detached her shuttle, leaving her stranded.
Sorry, dearie.
Horizon was trapped for 8 months when she modified her vacuum, which is her alt in-game, to take Branthium and opened up a wormhole that sent her back to Olympus. She may have gone there instantly and not aged, but for the people of Olympus, she was gone for 87 years. When she landed on Olympus, her son that she'd promised she'd return safely to had grown old and passed away. Horizon intended to keep the promise even though he's dead by joining the Apex games to raise money for time travel research. But here's my theory on how she could go back in time. Maybe she'll hear about the arc from Titanfall 2 because we don't know what happened to it after the explosion at the end of the game. And yes, Titanfall and Apex are in the same universe, but in Titanfall 2 the arc was being used to destroy a planet, and if it has enough energy to destroy a planet, it could probably go back in time and it would tie up what happened to it after Titanfall 2. But that's really all the evidence. But she's probably not gonna find out how to time travel until like the end of the game because she wouldn't have a reason to play in the Apex games anymore. But long story short, Horizon saving the Outlands costed never seeing her son again, and if she just sat back, she would be living in a world where energy is rare. But she decided to stand up and make the Outlands a better place for her son, but at the cost of never seeing him again. What would you do? Maybe have better friends? I don't know. Alright, bye.
I've never used our pool, actually.
What?
Yeah, can you believe that? But I love our pool. You know, we don't have a jacuzzi.
Can you believe that? Can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi?